This video is made in partnership with the Daily Upside. Visit the link in the description to learn more. These are the worst finance scams ever. They'll make you sick to your stomach. Not even because they're scamming people, I don't care. We're all trying to find creative ways to survive in this market, but just how bad they are. How little effort and thought goes into them. Have you seen The Room? A movie so bad that it might be the best movie I've ever seen. That's how I feel about these scams in the YouTube comments. There's actually something poetic about how terrible they are. So today I'm going to be conducting a covert operation, infiltrating the YouTube finance underworld. Kind of. It didn't really work out too well. I did do fraud though. I tend to think that you can't shoehorn a business into a market. You have a group of people that want stuff, and businesses emerge downstream of that. Generally speaking, if you see a business, legal or illegal, it's because it's more or less working. Because you'd think businesses that don't work don't last long. Though some will try to delay the inevitable. What's remarkable is I've seen thousands and thousands of these comments in my time on YouTube, which to me indicates that this somehow actually works. The first way you can tell if a comment is a scam is by the names. I say this because they're getting more sophisticated. Originally, it was quite evident these were scams. You know when you read something and it's obvious someone has used Google Translate? Did she deliver perfect investment profit returns? Why yes, she delivered portfolio investment returns to me, far superior to the investment returns I believed in. You read this a little strange, but maybe he was just tired. Maybe it is someone who speaks another language and is for some reason trying to convince random people on the internet that this financial advisor, who apparently is widely known across multiple viewers of the Meet Kevin channel, is legitimate and communicates with WhatsApp? It feels like InfoWars trying to connect all these things to make this make sense, but you get the idea. But then again, Trevor Noah and Vin Diesel are signing off on Alice Marcella's Bitcoin strategy, so I think we should check it out. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the actual Vin Diesel. Why do I feel like he's actually this illiterate in real life? I'm gonna enlist the help of Jane on my investment journey. Wow, okay, this is way more sophisticated than the other scams I was looking at when I got this idea. Man, this is good. I don't even know what the fuck half of this is. Wow, I have to say, whoever is running this, I applaud you. Wow, this is very convincing. You can't just have a good scam in my terrible YouTube finance scams video. Okay, I'm actually impressed. You have 10 award win. Ah, yep, there you go. It's funny, whoever was running this scam had to find this website to steal the image in the first place. I wonder how that happened. Like they're all just sitting around conspiring. What's the first thing we're gonna blow this money on? Well, life coaching. I guess they got the right idea. I can't blame them. This is pretty cool. I could definitely see myself wanting to do this at some point. How do you send a DM on a website? The market structure describes the structure of a certain market. Good to know. I said I just found an old flash drive with 5 Bitcoin on it, primarily to make it seem like I'm new to crypto, but I also figured there's no way he wouldn't respond to me wanting to send him $170,000, $170,000, $160,000 as of this moment. I'm actually excited to see what happens. Over the next few days, I waited anxiously to get my life coaching consultation call that I definitely was planning to get anyway, but I was also still kind of curious about the whole finance scam thing. It was definitely second priority at that point, but still. I sat waiting to know the fate of my 140,000 of theoretical Bitcoin when an email popped up. So how do we want this to go? That's the question. You might be wondering why I decided to make this video. The answer is humbling. This crash, well, I write this video from a Wendy's dining area, drowning in the torment of my decisions. The hand that once fed me now delivers blows at a rate above my interest. I'm fed up with the Fed puns, and yet, I can't stop making them. In this state between wakefulness and slumber, I dream that maybe my future kids will be good at sports, so they can avoid this dire fate. And because that's the only way they're going to college. Although I have to say, Wendy's upload speed, pretty good. I could see myself settling down here, reading the Daily Upside in the morning, the free financial newsletter that for a few brief moments removes me from this anguish. Apparently, adult elephants consume 600 pounds of vegetation daily. 600 pounds! That's like a lot of pounds. And trust me, I know what a lot of green looks like. You think YouTube scams are the only way I've been trying to make money over these past few weeks? The Zimbabwean government wants to sell $600 million worth of black market ivory. I like reading this so I can learn about these things. See, now I can make a video uncovering the over-the-counter ivory futures market. The Daily Upside is written by former industry professionals, so you never have to worry about the quality of the information you're getting. That's a huge plus, especially when panic ensues and every other person is posting technical analysis about the death cross. If you want to subscribe to the Daily Upside, you can do so using the link in the description. It's 100% free. Do you know what else is free these days? Absolutely nothing. Visit the link in the description. You can always unsubscribe if you don't enjoy it. Remember how I was saying earlier that the abundance of these scams is a good indication that it's working? This is what I do. I go into the marketplace, find the proof of concept. If it's working with this terrible website, the guy didn't even finish the Wix text boxes, unless lorem ipsum is his proprietary SEO strategy. I need money, and I guarantee I can set up a scam that can do 10 times as well as this one. I took to Fiverr.com to look for a hacker who could tell me everything about this person. That was until I remembered most online theft is just social engineering. You'd think people would steal your money by doing some complicated hacking to get your passwords. In reality, they steal it by getting you to send it to them. So instead of doing any complicated hacking, I decided to take the human route and just ask politely, and then follow up with a threat of legal action if he didn't comply. I didn't. Once again, I couldn't care less. This isn't vigilante justice. This is just me trying to teach you guys how these scams work, for educational purposes, and so you can actually do them. After 2 days with no response, I figured I should probably look to other options. A lot of these scams use WhatsApp, so I decided to set up an account, put the Bored Ape as the profile. There. I feel sufficiently sick to my stomach. Now, hear me out for a second. I think I might have developed a strategy that will allow us to scam the scammer. The Uno reverse card, some might say. Let's go to the whiteboard and break it down. I don't think this is a sophisticated scam. For example, I think if I send this guy $20, he's just gonna block me, remove me, vanish into the fucking metaverse. If he was smart, maybe he would send me back 25, a validation of these extraordinary claims. Then, if I knew nothing about how impossible it is to make returns like this, I'd send him more money, then he vanishes into the metaverse. So what if we baited him into thinking there was a bigger prize at the end of the game? What if I told him, hey, I'll send you this $50 in Bitcoin right now, and if you send me back 60 to prove you can actually make these returns, then I'll send you 50,000 worth of Bitcoin. The key is that the initial amount we send him has to be big enough to make him think there's a chance I might actually have 50,000 in Bitcoin, but small enough to where he doesn't just vanish immediately. Two can play at the game of fraud. Alright, I'm gonna message Gerard McDonald on WhatsApp. I feel like this is one of those cursed images. The longer you look at it, the more unsettling it is. The inside, sitting down, sunglasses selfie is a 100% accurate predictor of being a psychopath. This is just the exact guy who tells you he's gonna double your money with Bitcoin. The sunglasses to cover the bags under his eyes from the 4 hours of sleep he's gotten over the past 5 months. I got blocked. Alright, so this is the website he referred me to. Our company conducts absolutely legal activities in the legal field. We are certified to operate investment business. We are legal and safe. You know what really convinces people something is legal? Telling them 15 times that it's legal. This is my girlfriend, it's legal. We're completely legal, it's safe, don't worry because it is legal. Guess I'm gonna make my account now. Graham Stephan. I love how there's this transaction ID thing and it looks like you can click on it, but it's just some random letters that he colored blue. It really is all in those little touches of detail. So I said I had over $1,000 in Coinbase that I'd send if he could prove the returns were real. I also fabricated some Coinbase screenshots in Photoshop to make this more convincing. My first fraud. After messaging back and forth for a while, he said if I send him $10, he'll send back the 10, as well as the returns from the first day, at which point I'll send him the $1,200 I have in Coinbase. You know that feeling when you're knowingly saying goodbye to money for no reason? Kind of like that feeling right before you make a trade? I don't have it anymore. I'm completely numb. I sent my money over and he said my account was randomly deactivated, but that he'd make sure to refund it. He even had me send over my Bitcoin wallet address, which is actually the crypto equivalent of stealing my wallet and then helping me look for it. And for a second I thought, maybe I got this all wrong. Maybe this is someone who, while a little misguided, is trying to help people achieve their financial goals. Yeah, the returns are a little out there, but what if he actually is just an honest trader who— yeah, he blocked me. Which is when I decided to fight fire with fire, by utilizing internet guerrilla warfare tactics. I tried to go the human route, I tried bribery, now I just want blood. I mobilized my YouTube audience to expose this person's address to the internet. I'm just kidding. Once again, this isn't vigilante justice, and I think we learned some important truths today. If you send $10 to a crypto scam site based on financial advice from bots in the YouTube comment section of a video about Dogecoin, spoiler alert, you don't get it back. You're welcome.